Hi everybody, Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Guys, I'm not sure about my audio, but if anybody is on here, please let me know if you can hear me so that I can fix it as early as possible. Please say hi in the chat section so that we can have some fun. This is just an informal session to just hang out, because we haven't done a live in a long time. So we're going to hang out and talk about Mpho that has been going on. Of course, today I didn't have any videos up. So we are going to, let me check on my phone what's going on. We're going to talk about a lot of Mpho that went on today with Gogo Maweni and Gogo Skoteni. And we are also going to talk about a little bit. I want to talk about Isencane Lengane. There's some interesting things that I saw when I was watching their old season. And I'm also going to talk about Mpho no Themba, because I think that there's something that I want to discuss there that I think has become very interesting. But I'm just going to wait a bit because I want to see if somebody can indicate if they can hear me. And also, if the picture is clear enough, then maybe wait for a few people to come in so that we can start and have some fun. Plus, please, but please just say hi in the chat section so that yes, we can continue. Let me just see if uh, everything is fine. Everything. Let me see. 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 We're going to start now, you guys. Just now. I just want to make sure that my audio is fine and the pic as well, so that I'm sure that you can hear me. Okay, seems fine. Welcome, whoever is here. Please indicate in the chat section if you can hear me. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay. I can hear myself from my phone, so I'm guessing that you guys can hear me. Welcome to the channel. This is just a catch up, guys. We haven't done a live in a long time, so anything is welcome in the chat section. You can say hi, you can ask questions, you can suggest whatever concept that you want us to talk about today. So, but I want to start with talking about Isencane Lengane. So on Showmax, they have started posting Isencane Lengane, and they are posting episode by episode, but they're doing season 1, you guys. And I think that if you are a watcher of Isencane Lengane, it's very interesting to go back, because then it gives you that picture of the kids that we met in episode in season 1, episode 1, and to see how different Thando no Siyacela are now. It's like, I can't say night and day, but there's so much difference in them. And it made me feel like, is there a possibility that the presence of Moja Love or the show in their lives have made them have had a negative contribution to their life? Because I feel like they changed so much, especially Siyacela, you guys. If you go and watch, I think that if you go and watch season 1, you're like, this was a different kid. It might have been that he was young at the time when they started the show, but the arrogance that he has now, he didn't have that. The disrespect that he had towards the adults in his life, he did not have then. He was very respectful. And I think the stupid two the stupid two concept came in season 2, because I think in season 2 he had realized that they are now on TV, sebeyaziwa, they are becoming popular now, and all of that, and he was starting to become arrogant. That's when he was talking about wanting to take the second wife in season 2. But in season 1, guys, he is a humble child. And I was watching it and be like, I had forgotten ukuthi Siyacela. Actually, when he was introduced, both of them were just cute, two cute kids that were like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And from all that you see, episode 1, 2, I think they've posted up until episode 5. They were just cute kids that were in love with each other. And the uthando that could have ended really had they not gotten married, but obviously, my adults around them were not responsible enough to stop that from happening. So you guys, and so they say ukuthi they had met in 2016. Izinto zasemakhaya, the way you meet people when you live in rural areas is that mhlambe kunesonto bebesonta oSiyacela, I think ubaba bakhe ngithi ubemfundisi waseZayoni, and then kuhamba inkonzo iya kwenye indawo, and then you meet the boys that side, or kuhambe maybe like umbondo, traditional something yokwenziwa laphana, and then you meet. I think they met in a situation like that, and they didn't have phones. uSiyacela took ifoni kaMakaThando and called. It was that romantic story. Kensane, hi Kensane, thank you so much for joining us. We are actually talking about Isencane Lengane. I just went back to watch season 1. It's so interesting. So it was interesting to me to see what at that time, you guys, it really was a cute romantic story with these two kids that at the time when I was watching the show, I never thought they were going to go through with the wedding. Okay. So they met. uSiyacela says ukuthi he wanted to marry uThando from the time he met her. Okay, but this is the thing that I noticed, because I was like, this relationship was actually toxic from the beginning, kind of in a childish way, because uSiyacela does say that when he wanted to marry uThando, and he told his dad that he said to them that if they don't allow him to marry uThando, he was going to commit suicide. Okay, and he even pointed at the tree. Guys, I'm sorry to laugh when I'm talking about when I'm talking about something so serious. He even pointed at the tree that he was going to hang himself at in under. Okay. And now I don't know, you guys, if that him saying that he would commit suicide if they didn't allow him to marry uThando, if that made maybe Obabudlamuka feel like they have to allow him to marry uThando or not. But I felt like, okay, that was toxic even from the beginning, to have him say that, you guys, what he was going to commit suicide if they didn't allow him to. Okay, fine. Then uThando naye, I felt like her response to that was also a little bit toxic. Izinto that we have to teach our kids, because it's not normal to think like that, because uThando says something like, when he heard ukuthi uSiyacela wanted to commit suicide if he was not allowed to marry her, she thought that, he must love me if he's going to commit suicide. I guess, and I can't blame Thando, because I guess she wasn't educated enough in relationships to know what that is not normal. It's not normal for somebody that wants to be with you to say, if I'm not with you, I'm going to kill myself. That is not a normal situation. You shouldn't walk into that situation. But it's interesting. I think I like watching the innocence at the beginning of the show, and I had forgotten that, as much as, because I also felt like as the seasons were going along, I felt like Babdlamuka, Siyacela's father, pushed for that marriage more than anybody. But when you go back and watch, you realize that uSiyacela wanted it too. He wanted uThando close to him. And that wasn't abnormal, because Velema Usajola, your first boyfriend, your first girlfriend, or whatever, you want to be with them, you want them close to you. But I feel like had Ubabudlamuka not helped uSiyacela with the Lokuzana, with amalobolo, because obviously Siyacela did not have inkomo. Ubabdlamo nguyena okhipha inkomo. Had he not done that, yabo, I feel like maybe they wouldn't have gotten married, even though he wanted it. But mhlawumbe ngabe wayezibulala because wayethi uzozibulala, but at least they wouldn't have gotten married. I do feel like, you guys, i-presence kaMoja Love, it's positive in the sense that it has made them famous, and obviously they've made money from the show, and they probably, it has opened up things that they can do for themselves because now they are known. But I feel like the arrogance, a lot of the arrogance even the arrogance ka Thando, because there is some arrogance with her now, Thando khona arrogance anayo manje uThando. I feel like ukuthi on the show has created that. I don't think that they would be like that if it was just normal rural kids that got married and nobody paid attention to their union. And maybe even Utando would have gone back home now with everything that's going on with Siyacela being abusive, because I feel like obviously now they're doing the show together, and the show is about them being together. Yeah, so then if Thando then breaks up the relationship, maybe they might think about that with their minds. The show is not going to be able to continue. They need to stay together. So I feel like watching that season, going back and watching the season one, it makes me feel like that. I wonder if this was a good idea for these kids to be on the show, because of how different they are, how Siyacela is right now. I feel like presence yama cameras escalated it, and him becoming famous now, it makes him even more arrogant, where he feels like he can get away with anything. He's not touchable and all of that. So yes, you guys, those who can go back and watch that show, please watch it. And also it has like funny elements to it. Like there is a part where Siyacela says, when they say tell us about yourself, and he says he is a hero yena ngoba one day umfuleni lapha ngakubo, the river close to his home, umfula bewugcwele, the river was overflowing, those who don't know Zulu. So he went and rescued, someone was trying to cross the river, and he went and rescued the person because he was trying to cross the river, but he was drowning the person, and he went and saved the person, you know. Hero stories, you guys. Like, I'm like, Siyacela saved someone. Because the Siyacela we know now, he will stand there and be like, what was he doing, this one, crossing the river, when he can see the river is overflowing? So it's interesting to see those things about them. Also, it's interesting to see what at the time they had dreams, you guys. In the beginning, there was nothing more important to Thando than school. When you watch season one, the biggest worry, when Angit she was going to get married and go ayohlala kaSiyacela, ne? So her biggest worry was that she was going to change schools. Was it going to be a good school? Was she going to be able to make friends? And also she was worried that maybe the in-laws were not going to allow her to go to school, because she had dreams. Remember, Thando wanted to be a social worker, you guys, and Siyacela wanted to be a lawyer. Maybe he would have made a good lawyer because he has the arrogance of a lawyer, really. So, but you guys, that ended very quickly, because as soon as they get married, Siyacela leaves school. And obviously, Thando uzamile kancane ukuqhubeka until metric naku ke esefeyila. But it really is, I feel like when you watch the show, you really feel these were normal kids that were going on with normal life, and had the adults around them being like, when they were like, we want to get married, and be like, and left it like that, they would have gone on to have just normal lives. Maybe they would have broken up and went on with their lives. So I don't know, you guys, if you guys see more positive with Umoja Love being present in their lives than negative, or what. I can't decide which one is more, like the positive or the negative. I do feel like it would be different if the cameras were not around. Siyacela wouldn't be as arrogant as he is now, you know. But at the same time, I feel like the show has introduced them to so much, you know. There's so much potential for so many things that they could do right now, being known people. I don't know if they're going to use the opportunities that they are getting because they're doing the show, but definitely there are opportunities. So it's up to them ukuthi bawasebenzisa kanjani. Anyway, you guys, let me greet all everybody that's joining. Jessica M Sport, Jessica M Sport. Thank you so much. You know, I wanna watch your channel, Jessica, but I don't know what you are talking about. Me and Super Setu's channel are subscribed to your channel, but we don't know anything that you are talking about on your channel. I made my hubby subscribe to your channel because I'm like, I don't watch sports, but and I know you're like one of the most supportive YouTubers here. Thank you so much. Tob's Kitchen. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Kukuletu Zulu. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Guys, subscribe to Tob's Kitchen. Jessica, Kensani, and Kukuletu. Do you guys have channels? If you do, please say so that we can subscribe to your channels too. If you are, listen, you must not watch my channel and not tell me that you have a channel. That's not fair. If you are watching my channel, I must know that you have a channel. Even if you write it in the comment section and say, "Hi, Thando, I have a channel." I need to know so I can go subscribe. How can you watch my content and you don't allow me to watch yours? Okay, so guys, another story. Like I was saying in my comment section, there's a lot that has been going on with the Sangoma, Kokos Koteni, no Koko Maweni. There is a trend now, you guys, with AMA friendships, especially AMA friendships, Lawa, where people are meeting on Instagram, whatever, or through work, but it has to do with social media, where, number one, it seems like those friendships don't last, okay? And I think friendships that we've seen last longer are friendships that maybe people knew each other before, they were like social media friends. But even those, at some point, you feel like the friendship would end. And then number two, there's another trend where after the friendship ends, then the person will be in the bazongani. Yes, guys, I have friends that I haven't seen in years. And some of the friends, you find that we're not even friends, like we don't get along anymore. And I have secrets, you guys. Secrets. And they have my secrets. But we are still not telling each other secrets because at the time when we were sharing the secrets, we were friends. Okay? Well, like I'm done. Hey, I wasn't giving, it's your friend. So now it's like it's becoming a norm that if you have a falling out with a friend, then you're gonna come online and you'll be telling their business like nothing, you guys, things that you shouldn't tell on a friend. So it looks like now, really honestly, you can't really meet somebody in a setting, go social media and build a genuine friendship. Or while you are friends with somebody, they have a secret pouch somewhere where everything that you do with your life, they come to your house, they look at everything, they look at your husband, they look at your kids, because they are preparing for the day when the falling out would happen. And then and the thing about it is that it's women mostly. I haven't seen it with men where I was like, I'm going to tell on you, but you cheated on your wife, you cheated on your girlfriend. It's always women. Women are just like, if friendship ends, the first thing that another woman's gonna say, I'm going to expose you, I'm going to tell that you did this and this and this, or you know what I know about you, if you want me to expose you. I don't know, you guys, I don't feel like it's normal. I feel like we have to accept that our friendships sometimes they don't last forever. They don't last forever. Sometimes you have differences, and if you don't know a person long enough, sometimes it's not worth like sitting down and having a talk and working out a friendship. You're like, oh, okay, I guess it was just for some time. But that does not mean that you have a right to go now and reveal secrets. The things that are coming up about Gogo Skoteni and Gogo Maweni, obviously at some point, they do say when they were never friends. Gogo Maweni said they were not friends with Gogo Skoteni. But there are voice notes that have come out where she's calling, guys, do we call everybody Charmy? Angazi phela, new generation bancane phela ogogo Skhotheni, are they in their 30s, so I'm like a decade ahead. I might not understand. Anyway, let me greet the new people. Mayoli, thank you so much for joining. It's not much a lost fault as such. Fame has a potential of affecting young people, same way as trauma when not managed properly by adults around young people. Yeah, I guess so. I think that's why I'm having that thing. is it good or is it bad? Is it not love's fault or not? But I feel like it has had a negative effect on them. And I think in their environment, they don't have people that would be aware of that, or Siyacela no Thando, to be able to help them deal with it. Instead, you have like people that are opportunists now, but that want to take the opportunity to get famous. So yeah, dishing people's secrets after breakup is so childish. I don't respect people who do that. I none of what if you're my friend, ne, and you have another friend and you have a falling out with that friend, and you start telling their business, I'm sitting here as your friend thinking, I'm not telling you any more of my personal business, because why would I tell you? It's just a matter of time. Because sometimes, guys, I'm falling out. Sometimes it's like temporary. Sometimes you have a friend and then you have that thing with them. And then afterwards, you need to land. But that means that if you've already gone online and told their business, there is no potential to fix that friendship. So I already know what the next time we have a whatever, a fight with you, this is gonna happen, you know. So it also just gives you that thing of see abantu are not really gonna wanna be your friend because they know what any their day is coming as well. So no channel yet, but contemplate starts already. Okay, let's just go. All of us here, when if you can just go to Kensanin, because Bella, the fact that you can comment, you already have a channel. The only thing you haven't done is post. Okay, so what we'll do is go to Kensanin Tane. Am I pronouncing that correct though? We will go and subscribe. Even though you haven't posted, we'll go and subscribe. Guys, everybody that has an account on YouTube has a channel. You just don't post. The difference between us and you is that you don't post. So we are waiting for your first video, obviously. And my also like concrete Jessica, yes, fame should be celebrated if it makes you money, in my opinion. After the reality show, it is back to square one. Yeah, if you don't use the opportunity, the or opportunities that comes with being on TV while you are on TV, you know, because the TV is like more out of mind, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So when you are no longer on TV, people might not be as interested in what you have to say or what you are busy doing and all of that. And if you are coming up with ideas and you're approaching maybe sponsors and whatever, and you currently on TV, maybe people might be interested to hear what you have to say. And then, so if you don't use the opportunities now, I think then it's pointless, because with the show, you are paid. I believe that they are paid per episode. So obviously, once the show is done, they're not going to be getting any checks from Umoja Love, if it's the way that I understand it. So yes, you guys, I don't even understand. Like if I was on TV, I would even just do a YouTube channel where I show maybe my daily routine. This is what I do in a day. Olundi, go Thando, you know, take care of the baby. I bath the baby. I and the channel again. Mother-in-law in. People will watch because it's her. She will already have a following. The only the only problem is that Siyacela wouldn't allow her to have a phone. So yes, you guys. Anyway, so there is now this voice note that was published or sent to, I don't know if it was sent to Mapepandaba, but I also listened to it on Josie Troop, but on her Facebook page. I don't know why Josie Troop is not posting so much on YouTube anymore, but if you want Josie Troop, ziyabuya ngalena ku-Facebook, okay? Josie Troop ziyabuya ku-Facebook. Umgosi Entertainment, Lady Londi ziyabuya ku-Facebook. Bayasirobha lana angazi guys, ngathi kunemali ku-Facebook, nami ngisazama ukuthola, because these ladies iy'ndaba abazixoxa ngalena ezinye abazixoxi ngala. So I think ngizona ku-Josie Troop. I think even Umgosi Entertainment, Lady Londi had posted a story about it as well. And there is like an exchange, like friends exchange, you guys, where Ugogo Maweni, someone wanted in number Gogo Skoteni, and then she's like, she basically was pimping her friend. She was pimping her friend, would say, hi, I'll give you the number, but give me the in number Gabani, Urisi, or whatever the guy, you know. And then we're like, Gogo Maweni, but Gogo Maweni are married, you know. But you know, like in the, of course, now we are judging. These women are married. What are they doing? Looking for guys' numbers and all of that. But those are the type of things sometimes some people do behind closed doors, but they remain behind closed doors. Was it necessary for Ugogo Skoteni to publish that? I don't think so, you guys. I don't. Because not only is it affecting Ugogo Maweni, but it's affecting Gogo Maweni's husband as well. So how is he feeling now? No, Gogo Maweni is asking for guys' numbers. But I'm also just thinking, because guys, am I the only one who always wonders, Ugogo Maweni, wamthola kanjani SK cause? Ukuthi wamthola kanjani SK cause? Like, ugogo Maweni, yabo nje, when it comes to kushuthi uma efuna a guy, sesiyazi phela ukuthi vele straight mhlambe ke besethi kancane yabo bese bese kuyalunga ha I was surprised ukuthi ha gogo Maweni asingabo guys na uzoyenzani lokhuzana inamba. She's not single. Even if she was single futhi, what is she doing with the number? Anyway, you guys, so now we get the voice whatever is voice recording is out there. Everyone is listening now. Everybody's seeing their exchange. There was another screenshot where Ugogo Maweni was trying to explain, but in the screenshot, what exactly was the issue with them. And she in the screenshot, she's just saying it wasn't a big deal at the beginning, but I felt like you were coming for me. So it's like sometimes I think social media has created this thing. We have to respond. Like if someone says something about me, and then I have to respond. But you don't realize that when you respond, you make something bigger than it actually is. Because then, as the followers, you go to this one. What did he say? Oh, and then this one, And sometimes I think, as friends, it's very important to learn to just pick up a phone, and just say, friend, let's sit down and talk before things get to a point where they can never be reversed. Even if they decided that they were not going to be friends anymore, listen, I don't trust you anymore. You can't be my friend, but listen, let's be respectful, especially because they work in the same industry. They work in the same industry, Abona, so they might need each other when they do events and all of that. Apparently, Gogo Skoteni was asked to be on Gogo Maweni's show and all of that. I personally, you guys, like their friendship. I'm one of those people that really, really did. I did like friendship, Gogo Maweni, no Gogo Skoteni. I did. I thought it was interesting that they were able to be friends, especially doing the same work. They were on two reality shows. They were on the same. You show up, is it on the same channel? No, Gogo Maweni is on Mzansi Magic, I think. And then Ega Gogo Skoteni is on Moja Love. But they were able to still get along, I thought there was no jealousy, but again, there might have been. Now with everything that's coming out, there might have been some jealousy between the two of them. I did feel like it seemed like Ishoga Gogo Skoteni would trend a little bit more than Ega Gogo Maweni used to, even though I don't have the facts as to who got more viewership when it came to their shows. But for me personally, I used to feel like I liked their friendship, And even when Ugogo Skoteni's show ended and they were doing that sit down at the end of the show, which is like a reunion, I remember even questioning why Ugogo Maweni was the one that talked a little bit more than Ugogo Skoteni, but they were on the same show, but Ugogo Skoteni didn't seem like she had a problem with that. So yeah, you guys, I guess now people must be careful with the friendships. Don't share everything. Don't share secrets. I actually think sometimes the safest friends, osuka nabo kudala, like the friend from Dala, the friends you meet usumdala njena, kuhlezi kuzoba nama issues there. Anyway, guys, Mayoli said you should approach Thando for PR management before the season is over. Do you know what's I don't know if it's a rule on Mojala. I've been on social media. I've looked for them, especially Thando. I've looked for her. You find accounts even like on Facebook and stuff, but you soon realize it's a fake account. It's very hard to get hold of them. So I don't know if it's a rule, you should not have social media while doing the show, or it's because Thando, you remember, Siyacela has a problem with her having a phone. So I guess maybe he has a problem with her having social media. but they're not. The only person where I feel like whom I feel might have a legit Facebook account is Umato, the girlfriend Siyacela. But the rest of them, oh no, Baba Thando, but Thando, no. She's very hard to find, which is also weird. Like you are on TV, you don't have social media, you don't have Instagram, you don't have Twitter, you are not on YouTube. What the hell is that? Unless she has some secret accounts where she's able, because if she's able to, like in order to be on social media, you must have an account. So if she's able to see some things that are said about them on social media, she must have an account where she goes in and looks at stuff. But she's very hard to find. Uh, More than the PR thing, Mayoli, I would just like to have a conversation with Thando, like just a conversation with her, you know. And I don't think that I don't know if people have attempted to do an interview with these kids. A lot of the times when people are doing a reality show, they are called in for interviews. I've never even had them do an interview, maybe on Ukozi FM, on Kakasi FM here in KZN, like KZN radio stations. I don't know if like radio stations are not paying attention to the show to know that these are people that we interesting for us to hear from. So yeah, you guys, it is weird that they're not into social media like that. A daughter-in-law here for moral support. I'm late. It's been thundering in Swaziland and ngiyasaba kabila. Ufana noma Nkosi yami mangisekhaya kune-lightning kuyambozwa kumbozwa ama-TV yonke into iyibuko kumbozwa iyibuko yabo nje Mama Johnson ngikhumbuza ekhaya mawasho kanjalo. I guess now in Swaziland, we have a contact because we want to take a trip to Swaziland. So I'm coming. Zoba Umakoti, Eswazini, very soon. Hello, everybody. Hi, Celia. Yo, Celia, I haven't chatted to you in a while. Chemical engineering, Thando, that's how. Yes, I think it is chemical engineering. I think it is, guys. Because Gogo Maweni SK, uyobona uphuthuma uthi uyalihlanganisa uze ukuthi alihlangani kahle lelo. I think they both wanted to benefit out of each other when one realized that the friendship is not as beneficial as she thought. They flipped the script. But they so could have made it work, yes. I think that they could have made it work. I think even with Ugogo's Cotton, because Ugogo's Cotton is talking about starting a podcast where she's supposed to post today or tomorrow the first episode. So I think even with her doing that, if they did that together, but I guess in order to do that with someone like together and have a good partnership, you'll have to be like really professional with each other and also good friends. So maybe it wouldn't work, but I think that the viewers would have loved it. I honestly think that. So I think they did miss an opportunity to do some great things together. And I think as well, Umojalav was testing things when they had Umaweni on the show, because she was there for one episode, and which was the finale of Kokos Koteni's show. And then after that, she was on the reunion, okay? So I feel like they were testing. That's what Mojalove does. Like if you come and appear and the viewers have a positive thing, the next thing you have your own thing, or they pair you together and there's another spin-off show. So I think that maybe Mojalove was testing. Can they do something together? I think it would have been great. Noma beze nje benza i-talk show basiqambela amanga ngoba guys angifuni uqamba amanga guys. I do believe some of the stories they tell about amadlozi in the meet nan, but ugogo maweni nogogo Skoteni, sometimes they go too extreme to a point where you're like, I'm mangalao. And ugogo Skoteni confirmed because she said ukuthi ugogo maweni is lying. Ugogo maweni said ukuthi wathakatha ubaba ingane zakhe uthi ugogo Skoteni amanga okay no, she did not do anything, you know. And also Gogo Maweni was on with Musakaula, yes, Musakaula's channel, where she was talking about she has a contract with her husband. They've signed a legal document where they agreed that she was going to use her husband as Umkofu after he dies, and he was going to do the same with her. Hayibo, ngithi mina, where is the law? Will never allow that legal document to say you will use someone as Umkovu. Ayikho into enjalo. Ngathi mina hayi ugogo Scotteni ucabanga ukuthi first year lana. Hey, no, there's nothing like that. Sometimes they lie to trend, you know. So I feel like yes, it would work vele kusho ukuthi beze bakhulume ngezinto, but I feel like singezwa amanga bangasisabisa ngawo lana bethi bazosithumela ngotokolosho ubusuku. Phela uma commenta wrong laphayana kamaweni uvela athi uzokufaka kwi-black book, you know. Khona ebusuku azokuthakatha kahle ebusuku. If you comment cabanga, hayi nami I don't think anybody has that time to bewitch abantu abakuma comment section. I mean really now. So some of it I'm like, gogo Scotteni dlala ngathi. I think Santi, hi Santi, you have just gained another subscriber from Manzini Eswatini. Yabona ke Eswatini, I'm coming. I'm coming with crazy people, okay? I would like to take a trip to Eswatini. The Dala friends are the worst, especially when you are now bathing and have managed to improve from your poverty. People get jealous. I don't know. Guys, I have a group of how many of us? Like 6 of us. And we have been friends. We always say to people we've been friends from first year. Before grade 1 was called grade 1, it was called first year, you know. But some of them we've met along the way. Like there's one of our friends joined us in, maybe she came in grade 4, Kanje, and one friend in grade 6. But it's not like always it was all 7 of us like that. Maybe some will be closer to the other, but as a group, we've always, and we went to the same school, lower primary, higher primary, high school. After high school, we went our separate ways. There's some that went to varsity, some stayed back for a few years and then went for this nursing, and then the other one now, you know, teaches the other one. You know, there's some that never went anywhere. That, you know, one of my friends is a hairstylist. We do different things. But there was a time where when I came back to Durban, you know, in meeting each other, because we've always kept that communication. Obviously, we didn't fight to go our separate ways. It was just life that took us. I went to Joburg, others stayed behind. Some maintained friendship, and then we would hang out maybe sometimes not, and all of that. And then, you know, in the past few years, we've managed to come back together. We are friends. Our kids spend time together. When I was doing Siposetsu's birthday, most of the kids that were day for her birthday are my friends. Those are the friends. My varsity friends, I don't know where they are. There's very few of them that I still keep in touch. And I thought those were the friends that I was going to, you know, move forward with. So when I came back to KZN, I seem to connect with those friends. We have been able to keep a friendship. And we have issues, you guys, lots of issues. But, you know, when we need to be there for each other, we're still there. We still hang out when we want to. So if I had to choose, honestly, for me, I choose those people more than any other. I've got other friends, but I always just seem to gravitate towards those, you know, those friends. So I guess it's different for everybody, you guys. And I find that the pressure, you know, wenzani ukuphi with life and all of that, it's more varsity friends than this. Here is like, oh, okay, congratulations, Mawenzi, let's move on with life. It's not, you know. So I don't know, guys, maybe I just had a different group. So Jessica says, I also don't believe them COVID story. I'll have to see it to believe it, but maybe that's not a good thing to say. Maybe that's not a good thing to say. The friends are also from long ago. My friends are also from long ago. It's Hobbs Law. People I meet now are just people I know. Yes, and also I'm lazy because, you know, with the friendship, you meet a person, you get to know them on a surface level, oh yes, you have kids, oh yeah, 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 maybe one weekend, let's go out, whatever. But then it reaches a point where you sort of have to go deep with the person, like really get to know each other. I'm too lazy to do that. If we would see at some point there's a potential that this friendship, I might find out that this person is not really that good a person for me. Maybe it's not the kind of person I want to be friends with, or we just don't connect like that. So I'm lazy to make an effort with friends that I meet as an adult to build friendships. Guys, there's a lot that we have to. There is relationships with our siblings. Now I have sisters, I have cousins, and if I need to talk, they're there. So it's like building new friendships is like, why do I really need to? Do I really, really need to? So I always just opt not to. So, but I understand this thing of jealousy as well, because I know not jealousy, but like people from long ago. There's one of the friends that it took long for her to reconnect with us, because and then when she was telling us, she was like, I would see you guys and I would think that, oh, Minimpiloyam is not where I wanted to be. So nje, nginibona ngathi ngikude. But she didn't know that if she comes around, she will realize that we are still the same people, maybe even struggling worse than she's struggling herself. So I guess maybe she was feeling like if she comes back to the group, she will be judged because now she's feeling like maybe she's not where she should be with life. So something like that. But it wasn't a matter of jealousy, it was just that because of course we come from high school. No, and guys, there's hardly people that are where they are where they want to be when it comes to life. We all would like to be somewhere else, but we are where we are. And it might look to another person like I am further than them or I am behind than them, but in Lena, you soon learn. After high school, you soon learn what's real life now. Uh, anyway, you guys, so I also wanted to talk about Mpho and Themba. I think honestly, you guys, for me, that situation is becoming scary in a sense, especially when I saw Mpho posting about getting death threats from some people whom she does not understand. We'll see whether it's Themba's fan base or some of Themba's friends. I don't know, you guys would see a relationship, Jana. I guess when you're in a relationship with the celebrity, it's not just a relationship between you and the person. Because I mean, I feel like people have to accept because this was a relationship between Themba and Mpho, and it had to go through what it had to go through. And they had to have the issues that they had. And also, Mpho, what did they want him? What did they want her to do? Not be open about what was happening in that relationship. Because when you watch the show, you guys, what is it called? Themba, My Inked World. She is very open about the imperfections of her relationship. Okay, she's open about the imperfections of her partner. Okay, she's open. She was open about the fact that she has been taking care of him for some time now. He's not showing up for work. He's not showing up for her. And what was she supposed to do? Was she supposed to just pretend that this relationship was perfect, even though it wasn't, just because he has a fan base? I don't know. And it's so extreme that people are even wishing that she miscarries the baby, God forbid. They say that they wish that she miscarries the baby. I'm like, are they not thinking, if she miscarries the baby, she's miscarrying Themba's baby? And it really shows, guys, abantu who are supporters and followers and whatever out there are crazy people, because anybody that thinks that it's okay to say to a woman, I hope that baby dies, I hope that baby, you miscarry the baby, that's not an okay person. And for them to be talking about that, they know where her child goes to school, they know her house, they know her car. It feels to me like it's a dangerous situation at this point, that if we had a really good police force, it would be something that needed to be reported to the police. But I do hope that Mpho is not going to be at any point feel like she wants to go back to that relationship, because konama relationships, like when they are done, they are done. But we, we all know Umjolo is like sometimes you walk out and then busy with just one more time, just come uzokunyisa njena one last time. Angazi khona that one time where you go back for one last time unye and then you be like, yabona ke manje I'm done. I hope ukuthi ulona Mpho has had that. This was it, you know. Of course, because she's gonna have to deal with Themba her whole life. I mean, a guy that you had to take care of yourself. Do you think that that guy is going to take care of his baby? You know. So he's, you know, I wish bekunomshini, you know, like a machine. You know these machines esidlula kona mhlawumbe ungena emall or esitolo kuthi ti 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 ti, that we like my relationship njole, and then before you have a baby you go to this machine, and you go. If a guy is not going to be a good father, it goes then you decide to have a baby with him or not. Or if edlulile njena I didn't say anything, that yeah, this one is gonna be present, he's going to take care of his baby, and you know, I wish there was that someone needs to create that machine, because we are tired of having these babies that, you know, with the fathers that are not so good. Okay. But I don't know, guys, because Themba to me has never seemed like someone, you know. Don't date or marry the potential. Marry the person, not his potential. I feel like there was never even a potential when it came to him. So I don't know. Hey guys, yeah, uthando luzokufaka ehlathini, uthando yo luzokufaka ehlathini. Thando, what about YouTube besties? Hello everyone. I am still to learn there, you guys, because I've made really good friendships here in the YouTube space. I don't put pressure on friendships on YouTube to be like, you're my bestie, you can never say anything about me, you can never whatever, you can never do my I don't you know, they say sometimes it's okay to keep an arm's length relationship with people, and it's a cordial relationship. You know, you support each other, and if it moves beyond that, it can move beyond that. But I don't feel like you should put pressure on a friendship. This is my bestie. This is no, just chill. I get to know bestie from grade 1. You know, here in Jen, you know, but I don't want to lie. I've made, you know, really like good people. I've met good people through YouTube that I communicate with all the time. I support, they support me. I would say that they are my friends, but obviously it's a different kind of friendship, you guys. And also, since everything is online, you haven't met a lot of the people person to really like look at them. I feel their energy and all of that. So it's different. It's different. I think that you must not put pressure on it and just be like chilled about it. Okay. Kinsani said, I'm such an introvert, Thando. It's just too much for me to keep up a friendship. I always meet people for a reason, in a season, and then it's done. I'm good alone most times. Yes, I'm strange, I know. But if that works for you, it works for you. I remember, you guys, when I take time to build friendships. I think I've told the story partly on my channel. I don't know what I was trying to, what story time or something that was. I take time to build friendships. And I remember when I went to varsity and then I started staying at rest, and I'm seeing everybody pairing up, a friend with this. I take time to know people. But I was feeling the pressure that I should also be having a friend already, you know? And it just made me feel uncomfortable. And then you end up hanging with people that you don't want to hang out with them, but everybody is hanging out. Everybody has a group. Everybody has, you know, a person that they eat with. Sometimes I would go to the dining hall. I want to sit alone, you know. I want to sit alone and just eat alone. But it looks weird. It looks like, remember, if you go and sit alone, then someone will come, oh shame, you're sitting alone, come, or people will come, sit with us, and you're like, it's not like I don't want to sit with people. It's not like I don't have people to sit with. I just prefer to sit alone. So I remember feeling like that, like there's pressure, like you have to choose a group, you have to have a friend, even in a lecture hall, who to sit with, you know, mhlawumbe ayisekho leyo nto manje, thina bekunaleyo nto, Xhosas here, Zulus here, maybe Xhosas mix a little bit with Zulus, and then you know, Sotho's vendors there, you know, Shangans here. Bekunalezo zinto, not because you don't mix, but you gravitate towards the same, you know, bekunalezo zinto lezo. But what if I don't want to sit with the my Zulu girls? I just want to be sitting alone, you know. So sometimes there's pressure in society, like you have to get along with people. And also, before we moved to here in Pietermaritzburg, we lived at Chesterville, which is a township, you guys. Mina, I'm somebody that stays in the house with my kids. You feel like my neighbors are like, hi, what was this? I'm like, oh, yes, guys, and I'm the kind of person that I would stay with iwashing. Ingahengiwe kwi-line ngoba mangithi ngiyabuka ewindini, the neighbor is sitting outside. I'm like, oh. Mangiphuma uzovele asukumame ngenyawo afuna ukulanda izindaba. Hey! And I moved my washing line from it used to be at the front to the back. And then there were trees there between me and the other neighbor. So kwaba mnandi-ke manje ngeneka kamnandi. Guess what she did? She cut the trees. She cut the trees. I'm like, hi, this one ufuna ngepeqo yabo. So now, and then I moved. I hear again. It was like, for me that works. So sometimes that's just you. That's your personality, and it's okay. But sometimes society doesn't accept that. It's like there's something weird about you because you just don't want to hang out with people. Okay, so that's okay if you feel like that. Hi, Pilile Barbara. Kunzima uthandweni sisithando esifo Mpho abadima in Themba Broly. It's crazy. Why threats now? Why threats now? Like, it's not even ukuthi indaba yakho personal. Why would I fight for somebody? You know, why would I fight for somebody just because I'm a follower yakhe or whatever? That's why I even think maybe it's people that really are closer to Themba than we know. It can't just be a friend. You think it's just friends that are taking this so personally. And also, what did Mpho do? Except that she told the truth about what was happening in their relationship. What else was she supposed? Was she supposed to lie and say the relationship is all roses? Gumnandi, Themba treated her well when he didn't. What was it? What was he supposed to do? Anyway, you guys, listen. There's another story I saw of on Facebook, and it's pictures of Beyonce when she was like in her teens. And they're saying that she had a boyfriend, maybe teens or early 20s. She had a boyfriend with Beyonce, and there's pictures of her and him. Then they take a photo of this guy now, normal average guy nje yabona ukuthi impilo azange iye kude kakhulu nje yavele nje yathi nje impilo, you know, some of us impilo like impilo zo Beyonce zathi thina ezethu zithi nje. Now, this guy is one of us, So they had written there on Facebook, if you think, if you're regretting something about your life, think about this guy. And I guess that what they mean is, can you imagine him thinking, I was once with Beyonce. There is pictures to prove it. And they say he was the one that actually asked for a break from Beyonce. When her career started picking up, he felt like they did not have enough time to spend together. So he asked for a break. Had he known, guys, he would have given her all the break she wanted and be like, Sandra Sam, I will travel with you. I will do everything. I was like, hey, Yane, I have regrets in my life, but it doesn't. I'm sure I figure imagine Patrice Motsepe's ex, high school sweetheart. I'm done. Now sitting there and be like, I should have just had a baby in Jenna with him at least. Yeah, guys. But anyway, I thought that it was a funny thing and a lesson as well. But at the same time, it's like you have to live for a moment because this guy didn't know what was going to happen in the future. Even if he knew, if the relationship was not working out at the time, you know, it's not working out at the time. So if someone goes on to, it's like dumping somebody today and then tomorrow they win the lotto. What do you do? You've dumped the person. That's how it was supposed to be. But anyway, I thought that it was funny, and a lot of people are clouding him. And I can just imagine him. Maybe he has a wife, and the wife is probably, even the wife is like, you fumbled when before he knew it, Jay-Z was there, recognizing the good say, yeah, here is the queen here. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really enjoyed this. I think I want to do more lives. Anyway, I was watching somewhere where they, when they do the YouTube updates, they're saying that for a lot of YouTubers, they are advising that we get used to going lives, doing our shows lives instead of videos, and doing our streams. So we have to get used to them. And guys, our lives are easy as awekho is my lives, because number one, you don't know if people are gonna join you, because nani nibuye ningabi nayo idatha angithi. And also, not just that, it's you can't, if video uyayenza and then watch it, you're like, no, and then you do it again with the life. Whatever I say. So it's harder, it's more challenging. But you guys, I really do appreciate all of you that have joined me. I think right now there's 24 of you, there's 17 likes. If you are here and you haven't liked the stream, please like it. Okay, it gives YouTube an indication that you guys like it when I go live. Okay, so I appreciate it, you guys. I'm gonna try maybe do a live once a week, and you guys can make suggestions on what you want to do. It's the first time that I actually do sort of like umgosi live. I usually do my reviews or just come talk. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. In the comment section, let me just go back and say hi, Kensani, Jessica, Sport, Tops, Kukuleto. By the way, you guys, subscribe to everybody in the comment section that has a channel. Mayoli, Ma'am Joyce, Celia, thank you so much, all of you guys, for joining me. Thando, Pilile, Barbara, I hope that I mentioned everyone. I appreciate every single one of you for joining me. And we will do it again next time, you guys. I'm going to put a post on my community post just to say it's what you guys want to do on our lives, so that obviously I do whatever it is that is interesting to you to do online. But I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Thank you so much. Please like the stream, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.